And we are live. Hey everybody, it's your boy J Dub, aka Kratos, the god of PlayStation. Here again, hosting the Greatness Podcast with the two live crew. The Wrecking guys. And got my man Wolf here. You know, he's coming to bring the facts. Then I got my man Big Jet Boss, the Platinum King Trophy of the PlayStation community.
What up, y'all?
Wolf, go ahead and it's not like anybody don't know who you are, but go ahead and say a few words.
Just allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Supersonic Wolf, the guy that's always ahead of his time, bringing you the motherfucking facts, and also the plats. Here to bring you episode 24 of the Greatness Podcast. Like you already know. And, this podcast is brought to you by Team Exilia Platinums and Kratos Underground Presents. And I'm here to have a great time, man. I'm here to bring these motherfucking facts and the topics along with it, man. So, Jet, here's the mic, bruh.
This is the Jet Big Boss coming at you a billion times, baby. You know, coming at you with them Team Exilia Plats, baby. I just platinum Bloodborne. Because, there's a lot of PlayStation dudes, they go around and say, I platinum these hard-ass Japanese games. Knowing that they don't, though, and I just have to do it for them. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep it 100, baby, And
I hear you, man.
I'm getting that Xbox One November the 7th because, there's a lot of Xbox dudes saying, I'm going to get this Xbox One X November the 7th, but knowing that they're not, though. They're not because they're broke rappers. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep it 100, man.
Ooh.
So my man Big Jet Boss is going to contribute to them November MPD numbers.
Shout out to Jet, man, for contributing to the MPD for November, man.
For helping the Xbox community out. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
man.
you're helping out the Xbox brand, man. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah, definitely.
But yo, Kratos, man, what do we have on the menu, man, for today, for this evening?
As usual, man, we always have the goodies. There's a ton of topics that we're going to talk about. And I know
shall we just get to the side dish first, then we can get to the main course. So,
yeah, we can get to the meat and potatoes later. Let's go ahead and wrap up the side dish.
All right. Well, what we got here on the side dish, man? We have the PlayStation 4 update arriving real soon.
5.0.
The beta sign-ups are available for you. So if you want to go ahead and sign up for the beta, you can do so. We don't know what's in this update though, but there's a few things I really want in this this brand new update. And shall I just go through them right now?
Go ahead.
There's a list that I have, man. There's a few things I want to see. First one is pretty much the obvious, right? I want PSN name change.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm dying for that. Although I'm pretty good with the name that I have, like Iron Wolf 714, people really know me as that, although I changed it to Supersonic Wolf. But I would like to change my PSN ID to Supersonic Wolf. And hopefully Sony can give me the ability to do that. I don't know, why don't Sony do this, right? If it's too hard for them to do this, they should give you this way of doing it where you create a new account, you phone up Sony through their phone, through their customer service or whatever, and maybe they could link your old account to your new account, link it up somehow so you have access to that library, you don't lose any of those games. Do something like that. I think it would work out, man. Or they could transfer all your games to your new account, then just delete that other account. And also, transfer all your trophies and your platinums and everything like that. Just transfer it over to your new account. That way, you got your name changed, and they should charge you $9.99 for the name change. So they will transfer everything over, but it will cost you money. So if there's something like that they can do, that would definitely be cool. Another thing I really want to see is 4K game DVR or 60 frames per second recording. I would like to record gameplay in 60 frames per second. That would be cool. Maybe even have your own profile picture like a custom profile picture and everything.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can already do that technically anyway, but the thing is, um, in order for people to see that in public, they're gonna have to obviously do a real name request, and I don't like doing real name requests too much. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I would like custom profile pictures and everything. I know you said one. You mentioned one, but I don't remember what it is. But one thing I do want to see though is trophy tracking. I think, for all the trophy hunters out there, this will be a plus because the Xbox One already has that. They have the achievement tracking. So, when you just snap it up on the side, whatever trophy you're hunting for, let's just say you got so-and-so collectibles left to get, it will show you through the tracking how many you have left and how close you are to getting that actual trophy. So, trophy tracking would be a big deal, definitely over here on PlayStation.
nice.
They're on my side, man. That's what I want from 5.0, man. How about you guys?
Go ahead, Jet.
Actually, I would like to see a name change on PlayStation. That would be nice, man. I'm satisfied with the name I have, but for other people, it will definitely be a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely like to see a trophy tracker. That would be cool because if you like getting collectibles or something, you'd be able to keep up with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because instead of going online looking, you wouldn't have to do that now. Yeah. Because, every time when you're looking for like a collectible, you have to go online and look. You wouldn't have to really do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a trophy tracker will solve that problem. Because Microsoft have an achievement tracker, man, and it's awesome. I like that. You know what I'm saying? So if Sony add that, man, that would be a deal breaker, man.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all I want from Sony. You know what I'm saying? Is those two right there.
Okay.
Those two features. Yeah.
One other feature I would like to see?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe for PlayStation Now customers, right? So suppose you're a PlayStation Now customer, maybe this update can help, like, us guys download PlayStation 4 games onto our console instead of us just streaming it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, the ability to install.
So if you're subscribed to PS Now, maybe this update can give us the ability to download some of those games. Obviously not the PS3 games because that's just a whole different headache, but at least the PS4 games anyway.
Oh yeah, I agree.
One thing I would love to see though, like, give us the ability to mirror like our PlayStation Vita games onto the PlayStation 4, if you know what I'm saying. So like, let's just say I want to play Persona 4 Arena, but I want to play it on a bigger screen. That they should give us some kind of ability, like how you get remote play from PS4 to PlayStation Vita. Give us the same feature, but like vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying.
I think that'll be fire, man. It'll be cool playing some of those Vita games on your PS4.
Oh hell yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, man. So J-Dub, what would you like to see from 5.0, man?
5.0. I would like to see 4K gameplay recording. Not sure if that, if the Pro is if that's possible or not, but I'd like to see that, put a kind of match the competition, 1 for 1. Gotta kind of put a little stunt in the competition, thorn in their side. Maybe a way to make it more efficient with the memory and free up some more memory and, be able to add a little bit better texture quality and stuff to some games. But other than that, man, I really don't know. Ultimately, I'd like to see PlayStation Now become part of PlayStation Plus, where if you have a PlayStation Plus experience, you have access to all of those old games if you want it. I know most people don't want it, and they definitely don't want to pay for it, but it's there anyway, You're
talking about sound and everything, right?
No, the PS Now.
Oh, you were talking about
all the streaming games and stuff.
You were talking about Dolby Atmos.
Oh yeah, earlier, yeah. Dolby Atmos support, but that could be patched in as just a pass through. So I don't see why they couldn't do it. They're just passing on that audio over to your receiver, so your receiver actually does all the heavy lifting and decoding and stuff like that. So I'd like to see that. You know, if that's there, then you know, it's just another item that you're offering that the you know, kind of even the playing field.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. You know what? That's about it, though, man. I think we covered everything on 5.0. Hopefully, they can deliver at least one of these things that we're asking for right now. At least give us one of these things. You know, I would hope for trophy tracking. That would be a great thing to have. But let's see what happens, man. Like the second thing I wanted to talk about was, well, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy is now gone gold.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah,
They're ready to drop it.
Yeah, they're ready to ship it out and everything. So, yeah, they tweeted out the disc and everything. You know, like it looks like obviously it was a burnt, you know, Blu-ray, you know, that you just copy a movie from or whatever. You know, so it looked like one of those. But
yeah,
it's cool that they tweeted it out and let the people know that the game is already done. It's already made. Me personally, I'm excited for this one, you know, because it has a female protagonist, and you know, I'm all for females and everything, you know, as a straight dude, big up. But you know, to be perfectly honest, man, and I know the PlayStation Nation may not like what I'm about to say, but I've never really been big on Uncharted like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought 1 was there, 3 was there, 4.
Blasphemy.
But yo, I'm just saying though, man. I just never been I'm more of a Last of Us fan than an Uncharted fan. Let's just put it that way. I'm more of a
$100 though. I'm more of a Tomb Raider fan, bro. To keep it real.
Blasphemy.
But that's just an opinion, man. Look, I ain't taking it. You know, I'm not trying to take anything away from Uncharted 4.
Nah,
right. You know, if one of you guys say you're more of a Quantum Break fan than Uncharted, I'm booting you out.
Oh no, you're not gonna get that from me, man.
You won't. You definitely won't get. You definitely won't get that from me either, man. You won't get that from me.
That nostalgia with me comes from the PlayStation days, the old PlayStation days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But one thing I do want to say about Uncharted, though, is I'm not going to take anything away from Uncharted. Like, it's done some amazing things, right? Naughty Dog, when it comes down to graphics, they're on point. They've, like, especially when it comes down to, you know, graphical fidelity, and they've really raised the bar on a technical level. You know, especially with storytelling as well, right? They really know how to, you know, do a good story in a video game. So props to them at the end of the day for that. But I don't know, man. I'm just not really big on. I'm more of a Last of Us guy, and that's the game I'm looking forward to the most. But graphics on Uncharted on point. But Uncharted Lost Legacy, man. You know, I don't know. There's something about this game I'm pretty hyped about. I'm pretty excited. And I know a lot of people are going to assume it's Chloe's ass. That's probably true. It's probably true, but...
that's my reason.
Yeah.
You already know, man. But no, seriously, this Uncharted looks really interesting to me. The story is very interesting. I like the location it's in. It's a very diverse game, to say the least.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I have to say.
Tell you what, obviously, I can't wait for it. It's gonna, you know, continue that Uncharted 4 vibe. When I saw this game at PlayStation, didn't we see it at PlayStation Experience last year when it was first? When they had that walkthrough, or was that?
Yeah, it was PSX. I remember very well.
PSX. Yeah.
I didn't know it was Uncharted because I saw a woman in a hijab. Right.
Yes.
She was in a hijab. I'm like, whoa, I was excited. I was like, yo, that's what's up, man. Well, like, I thought, man, this is one of my peoples, man, you know? Like, she's going to, like, go in on everybody and stuff. And when I found out it was Chloe, I was excited, but at the same time, I was like, man, like a Muslim woman or whatever, man. And that would have been epic.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, just that environment, the graphics, the storyline, it took me forever to figure out what game that was. I kept saying it was Tomb Raider. and then I kept saying it was some other game. I just I don't know, man. And then when it finally came forward and they started fighting on top of the rooftop, I was like, oh shit, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, yeah, that's what kind of got me hyped, man. But yeah, man, Uncharted Lost Legacy is coming with the multiplayer and everything like that. So yeah, you're gonna get a full blown game out of this, man, and you're gonna get a bang for your buck. It's gonna be what, $29.99, I believe.
Yeah,
39.
Yeah, 30, $40, whatever. I mean,
whatever, man.
You know what to expect.
You got a 10-hour campaign along with the multiplayer.
Let's keep it real now. We know if they charged us $39 for a 10-minute snippet of The Last Guardian 2, we would pay it, and we wouldn't even argue with it. So let's not even trip. We know we're getting a basically a 10-hour game for it. So let's get it, let's enjoy it, and enjoy all these great games coming our way.
Well, yeah, another game that was announced this week was Blaze Blue Cross Tag. This is a crossover game between Blaze Blue and Persona 4 Arena. Both of those games are made by Arc System Works. You also got Ruby as well. And they announced it during EVO, the big fighting game tournament in Vegas, right? So then, Arc System Works announced that game during that time, and we don't really know what the platforms it's gonna release on or whatever, but we already know by default station.
It's the PS4.
But we don't know whether or not it's going to be exclusive, because I do remember Blaze Blue Central Fiction. It didn't really make it to the Xbox. It was only on PlayStation and PC. So I don't know, man. I do remember the 360 had Persona 4 Arena, and they've had Blaze Blue games before. So it'll be a huge blow to Xbox fans if Blaze Blue Cross Tag didn't really make it onto that console, man. What do you think, Jet?
Yeah, it'd be really bad if they don't get this one, because they didn't get Central Fiction, man. And Chronicle Talisman Extent didn't really do all that well on the Xbox One, man. I remember playing that game first day of release, and nobody wasn't playing it, bro. I see like one person playing it, or two people. And
was it that damn dead?
It was that dead, man. God, it was really that dead, bro. Yeah.
So you could easily get the online achievements on that game, because the online is dead.
Yeah.
So let's just say if we wanted to boost online to get achievements, we can easily do that on the Xbox, because nobody's playing that game.
Nobody's playing it. Yeah.
Because they're too busy playing Call of Duty.
Exactly, bro.
Or 2K or Madden, because that's all they play.
Exactly. And claiming to be rappers, bro. They claim to be rappers, man. Nah, man, I don't want to mention, but there were certain Xbox dudes that we never really heard them rap, but they claim to be rappers and everything. But like when you ask them to spit bars, they'll be like, I'm not now. Y'all got fuck out of here, man. You ain't no rapper, man. Man, there's too many frauds, man. They're pretending to be something that they're not, though, man. And you never hear them rap, but they say they can rap. You heard them. I heard one of them one time saying, "Oh, I gotta go to the studio to do this and that." I'm like, bruh, come on.
Hey, man.
You're probably somebody else. You're probably somebody else's hype, man. That's all you are. That's all you're gonna be.
Hey, if these guys want to fraud, man, let's let them fraud. Let's let them fraud.
Man.
I'm gonna slipstream this in here, and this one here is for Craig. How about that Casey Hudson going back to BioWare? Let me get your thoughts on that, Jet.
I think that's an amazing thing, bro. That Casey Hudson's going back, bro. It will definitely do Mass Effect some justice. Definitely.
Well, do you think that's going to make what's the game, Anthem? Do you think that's going to make that game a better game now that she's back?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, definitely, man, definitely. Because he's known for for his producing and storyline and shit. So I think it would definitely make Anthem a better game, bro. Definitely.
Okay, Wolf, what you think, man?
You know, first of all, I do want to say this is a huge, huge blow for Microsoft that they lost another world-class, you know, a developer at that caliber. Lost him. And you didn't really let him do anything. You didn't give him a studio. You didn't really let him do a project or anything like that. You know, you had him working on HoloLens, which was pretty stupid and pretty shitty in my opinion. Come on, you have the father of Mass Effect, right? This motherfucker created Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna have this dude working on HoloLens? Are you fucking kidding me? That's like Microsoft hiring Kojima and telling them to work on a Kinect game. Who the fuck does that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, the rumor on the street is that he's going to work on Dragon Age 4. So,
shit.
What you're saying, Wolf, basically is they hired him from BioWare, pull him over at Microsoft, gave him a shitty side project to work on, didn't utilize him for any major bangers or IPs, and then let him go back. Is that what you're saying?
That's what they did. I come over to Microsoft. They gave him a position that he probably didn't want. They should have given him a studio. They should have let him make a new IP or something like that. Give him a studio. Give him a team. Like, give the backing that he needs. Could you, man? They've given him all the needs. They've given him an engine, an in-house engine to work with. They've given him Decima. They've given him probably half a Gorilla. You know, they've given him all the resources that he needs, all the funding that he needs to make a new IP. And you know what? This is what Microsoft should have done with BioWare, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, for us guys, we didn't, you know, there's no way in this planet, right? You cannot defend this shit, man. Man, you lost another developer, man. And he's gone back to, you know, what he calls home, obviously, because BioWare, that's where, you know, it all started for him. That's where he made his. I'm kind of glad Casey Hudson's gone back to BioWare. Hopefully, fix up Mass Effect if he can, if they allow him to, or hopefully, you know, he could work on Mass Effect 5.
Yeah,
or something like that. You know.
Well, either way, it's a win for BioWare. You know, what they give, they shall taketh back. Again, those guys had the Kojima Jr. over there on their side, and they decided not to utilize that talent for all those years. So, yes, Microsoft's get the L for the day for doing that. So next up, we you know, we got to keep this thing moving. Next up, a game that I am gonna get day one. Wolf, I know you're gonna get it day one. Jed, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get it day one. But a game called Matterfall, it has officially went gold.
Yeah.
Now, when I saw that game, man, it's a beautiful artistic game, and just the particle effects, the lighting, the action in it. I mean, it's one of those games, and it's not going to be a $60 game. You know, it's would you say it's a smaller indie title, Wolf?
Oh, definitely. I think it will be like a $15 to $20 game. Yeah. Now, this is from Housemarque, and these guys recently did, what was that game? Something. I reviewed that game as well. They released the game just recently, man, and it was a really, really cool game. That's all I can say about it, man. I'm just trying to get the name off the top of my head.
Okay.
To my old video, man.
Okay.
But it was Nex Machina. That's the name of the game. They released Nex Machina. It was a top-down twin-stick shooter, and it was awesome. It was a great game. And now Matterfalls. This is something Sony are publishing themselves. So this is a first-party published game. And it looks absolutely amazing, bro, man. Like, you get that Mega Man vibe in this gameplay.
Yeah.
But, you know, I haven't played it myself, but I'm really going to support, man, because I like these developers, man. I'm a big fan.
All right, well, tell you what. Jet, I'm going to let you answer this question here, man, real quick. We got Seth Gaming that come out and rock with us. He wants to know what games are we gaming on the PlayStation 4 right about now. Jet, what are you gaming on right now, man?
I'm playing Valkyria Revolution. Sorry. And
Valkyria Revolution looks pretty badass.
Yeah, I like the game, man. You know, reviewers shitted on it, but I actually like the game, man. You know, reviewers said it looked like a PlayStation Vita game, but it really doesn't, though. You know, it takes advantage of the PS4 Pro. Graphics look nice. It looks really good, man. You know, and I like how you can run around and kill soldiers. I like how you could do that. It got the real-time action up in it. Instead of you just standing in one spot and shooting, you don't gotta do that no more. You could just run around and kill. I like how you could do that, man.
Nice. What else? What else you playing over there?
Oh, I'm gonna get started on Final Fantasy X right after Valkyria.
Okay. Wolf, what are you gaming over there, man?
Oh, I've been playing Sonic All-Star Racing Transform.
Okay.
Now I'm playing Odin Sphere right now. Trying to get the platinum on that. Yeah, Odin Sphere.
Okay.
It's a classic PS2 game, but they remastered it for the Vita and the PS4. So, you know, it was a really good remaster. You know, they really improved the visuals and everything. The frame rate is up there too.
Okay.
Beautiful looking game, man. Yeah, it has a great story too.
Okay.
And I completed Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 recently. And I have to do another 3-4 more playthroughs of that.
Yeah.
If I want to try to get the platinum on that.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, Seth, man. I am playing MLB The Show, of course. That's a good game I can jump into. Ghost Recon Wildlands. I just got the Elite Dangerous. I also bought the Thrustmaster HOTAS 4 stick to play with it. So I've been enjoying that. I've been playing War Thunder with it as a flight sim. Some games I recommend, man. Obviously, if you're new to the PlayStation scene, or if you just got your PlayStation 4 Pro, or you're slim, man, definitely go, cop some of these smaller titles. They're cheaper, and you're able to, to get more of them. Obviously, you can't go wrong with The Last of Us, the Uncharted's, all your sport games, and there's just such a big variety. Persona 5, if you're into, Japanese RPG story type games. If you're into action games, you can get Nier Automata, Neo. There's just so many, and you are going to be confused because, there's games not only up from the backlog, but Sony is dropping games every week. So you are going to be confused on what to get.
Especially if you're a former Xbox dude, you're going to be very confused, man, because there's so many games over here.
Yeah. Well, Craig, if you have PlayStation Plus, Craig just remind me, you got the Until Dawn that just released on it, so you can get that for free. That is definitely a top tier AAA game experience. You have to experience.
It's a fucking banger, bro. That's what it is. Like, they're giving bangers away for free like that. Like, it's nothing. Like,
definitely.
They're not giving away just indie game console through their subscription. They're also giving AAA bangers, and gotta give Sony their props for that, man.
Definitely.
The next topic I wanted to jump into was Destiny 2, man. Like, Kratos, I know you played the beta. I just want to hear your take on it, man, because I've seen the videos, I've seen the comparisons between both consoles. They don't have this beta on PC right now, for I don't know what reason, but it's available on Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah.
And PS4 Pro. So you played it on the Pro, right? You put some time into it. What'd you think about it, man?
Tell you what, man, big upgrade in graphical fidelity. That's the first thing I noticed. And the speed, it's a lot quicker. All the action just seems like it's a lot quicker. One thing about it is the game is very sharp. And when I say sharp, I mean I didn't see any blur, any upscaling techniques, blur, any motion blur. I didn't see any of that. The game is just really crisp and sharp.
You didn't see no jaggies, no none.
No jaggies. I mean, it's in 4K, so it's in true 4K at that. So nobody can, doubt the power of the Pro. If you have a 4K TV, or if you're looking for a better visual fidelity on your HD TV, go ahead and cop the Pro and let that be that. But definitely a day one buy for me. There's the action, obviously, it's a smaller beta. I mean, Destiny is a big game. You know, it's a huge game. It's not a game, you know, it's meant to just beat and then you throw away. You're gonna be playing this thing for months and months, just like you was the other one. From what I hear, they started everybody over from scratch. I believe something like level 20. From what I read, yeah. So definitely a day one. It's gonna be a mega hit. The thing is gonna sell a minimum of 6-7 million copies, I think, with all the consoles combined. So it only
I disagree. You
don't think so?
Man.
You don't think so?
I think it will do a hell of a lot more than that.
Oh, it could be. Again, I'm being mindful that there's probably a lot of guys that will not want to play the inferior Xbox One version, so they may wait for the X to come out, and then they may go ahead and get that. So I'm just kind of being mindful for that. You know, the PlayStation is going to pull in 4 to 5 million apiece. You know, for that community. So I assume the Xbox may, you know,
they got the White Pro. You know,
and then you have the theme console, the exclusive theme console. So
you got the White Pro as the bundle, as the theme console. You got exclusive content for I don't know how long, 1 to 2 years.
Yeah.
So a lot of people will probably choose the PlayStation over the Xbox when it comes to Destiny 2.
Yeah. And
but it all depends on you individually. You know, what controller you like. If you're a multi-console owner and you care about controller, you probably go with the Xbox. But if you care about content or whatever, you go with the greatness is at, which is PlayStation. So kind of you at the end of the day. It all boils down to the type of gamer that you are, man.
Yeah.
But another topic. Jet, man.
Jet.
So what's your take on Destiny, man?
I think Destiny is going to be an amazing game, you know, because it's just an MMO shooter. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be awesome when it comes out, man. You know, I think the best place you're going to be able to play it is on PlayStation, though, because they got the exclusive content, man. I can't wait to get my hands on it, man. You know? So I'm definitely going to get it day one where I can play with you guys. You know, we're definitely going to party on that joint, man. Definitely.
We'll definitely start the raids.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we do the strikes and the raids. You know, we do everything, man.
Oh, heck yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. But, go on.
Well, I think it's the consensus is we're all going to get Destiny 2. We're all going to be running raids in that thing. We're all going to enjoy it. And we're going to play it in the best place to play it, which is the PlayStation.
Yes, sir.
The next on the list is something to keep your eyes out for, guys. For all of you old heads out there, Craig, including you, young man, the Ataribox is going to be released.
Oh, yeah.
All of you guys remember Atari back in the day.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Before there was the NES, there was the Atari.
Oh, yeah.
They had two Ataris that was just, the 2600. One was a little small, slim one. The other one was the big wooden one with the reset button, the power button, the black and white and color button. With the, obviously back then they had the joysticks with the one button. That was life for Kratos. That was life back then.
Yes,
that was 4K graphics, greatness. I used to play the pixelated football on it. Like, oh my God, this is so realistic. I can't believe it. I feel like I'm in the game.
Yeah, man. Them shits were mad. Yo, them shits were mad immersive, yo. Like, for real.
Exactly. Now, I'm going to tell you guys one thing about Atari that you guys may not know. Okay, and a lot of people are going to have to go look this up. Now, when people think of Mario, they think of Nintendo. They think of, the one thing about it is people don't realize Mario was originally on the Atari 2600.
Oh, yeah.
Go look that up. So on that game,
the one where you rescues the princess.
Rescue the princess.
Right? One thing about it, you did not, you could not jump on top of the guys. You had to hit them from the bottom.
Yeah, you have to climb up a ladder and shit.
Yeah, that was. But I'll tell you what, you guys go and check that out. But it was called Mario. I don't know if it was Mario.
It was called Mario. It was
just Mario. Oh, yeah, but you guys go check that out. A lot of people don't know that, but Let's talk about this Ataribox, Wolf. What you got to say about it?
Well, you know, one thing, I'm all about nostalgia and everything like that. So I'm pretty excited to see what this box, you know, has to offer and everything. I do hear that it's gonna have old software as well as new games along with it. So it's gonna have a little bit of the old and a little bit of the new at the same time. But I want to know, like, which publisher out there, which developer is on board with this thing. I hope it gets all the support that it needs. I'm also hearing that it's going to be part crowdfunded as well, this box. That's what I'm hearing. The Atari box is going to be crowdfunded. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I get mixed feelings over stuff like that because, you know, if it's crowdfunded, how long are people really going to... That begs the question. Mm-hmm. You know, if it's crowdfunded, there ain't going to be that many of them out there. You know, these things are going to be pretty limited. You know, it'd probably be real hard for you to find one of these in the store once they're all gone or whatever, you know. They may end up being on eBay for like twice the price, you know. So
exactly,
we don't know, man. I just hope it gets third-party support. I know Activision are definitely going to support it. You know, I got that strong feeling because supporting the 2600 back in the day. They've always been around. So I could see Activision support. You probably see a Call of Duty on
Well, back to Activision, I think you will see Activision because you got to realize Atari and Activision, they have a long legacy together.
Mm-hmm.
Even back in the Atari days, a lot of, you know, again, I'm an old head, so I know about these things. Mm-hmm. You know, some of you guys that came up in the Xbox 360 era, you probably wonder what I'm talking about. Yeah, but Activision was, you know, one of their games back then. I mean, they were one of their main publishers back then for that. So I think that's going to happen. Keep in mind, do you guys remember a game called Test Drive Unlimited?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The Test Drive series. Well, that was actually created by Atari and Infogrames back then. So that's a racer that's part of their stable. It's still their IP. No other publisher has ever published that but them. So Atari does have some games, probably not any of the huge ones that you remember, but we don't know. I do know that Atari does have the relationship.
They may also publish games on this box through like third parties and indie developers, whatever. Because remember, Atari, they also publish games as well. So who knows, man? I'm pretty excited. Look, I haven't been around during the Atari 26 era, like a lot of people have. I haven't been around since then. I ain't that old, but I know, like, you know, my parents used to have that thing, and I used to play my parents' Atari 2600 because they used to have the Commodore 64 and the Atari 2600. They used to have all those, you know, consoles from back in the day. So like, but what began in my era was the NES, the original NES, the Sega Master System. Those are the consoles for my era. But I do appreciate what, you know, Atari bought. They are the original pioneers when it comes down to video game consoles in the West.
Yeah. Jet, what is yours? Do you remember the Atari back then, or do you remember reading about it when you were in school?
Yo, Jet,
you guys are there?
Yeah, we're here. We can hear you. What do you think about the Atari?
I think the new Atari is going to be a great system, man. I can't wait for it. You know, it's going to play classic games, man. It's really going to be amazing, man. I wonder what's going to be inside that thing. I'm thinking it's going to be an x86, man. That's what I'm thinking. You know, GDDR5, 4K. You know, I can't wait for this thing. I can't wait to see games run on this thing, man. You know, because Atari, it hadn't been an Atari console since the Jaguar.
Yes.
It's been so long since we had one. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to this console, man.
Yeah.
So what do you think, like specs wise, what do you think is going to be under the hood with this new Atari box? Well, they've shown pictures, they've shown images of this console, but They haven't really told the public out there what's under the hood. Like, what are the specs on this thing?
Well, they haven't, but what they have said that it's PC based, so the architecture will be at least on par with the PlayStation and the Xbox One, maybe on up. No, I'm assuming it's going to be more powerful, but not only can you play old classic games, but you will be able to play new games. So that's that big question mark, man. We don't know where this thing is going to lie. Is it going to be high end? Is it going to be mid grade? Is it going to be low end? I don't know. I would love to see it be an actual rival of the PlayStation. I think right now PlayStation is doing really great. It's doing really well, breaking records. It's keeping its gamers happy. But in order to make sure that it keeps us happy for the foreseeable future, we're going to need a company to actually keep pushing it. And right now, I don't think Microsoft is doing that.
But my question to you, Kratos, man, my question to you, is there room for a fourth race?
Yes. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to take a second to tell you why. Okay. Nintendo is in its own lane. Okay. So right now, the fight at the upper end of console gaming is just Microsoft and Sony. So knock on wood, but what if one of those companies decided to, you know what? We're going to pull out of this thing. That's going to leave console gaming in a pretty big pickle, because we all know when competition goes away, look at EA with the whole with the football. Once competition came and kicked their butt, they ended up buying the license, and they haven't had any competition, and the game has been, we've been stuck with
that. Do you think Atari, the Atari box, is going to fill in that void for Nintendo, since they don't want to compete race when you think about it? At the moment, at this point, Nintendo are doing good with the Switch. They've been doing well in the MPDs, even outselling the Xbox at times. But when it comes down to bringing the hardcore shit, they're not really up there compared to, Microsoft and Sony. So do you think Atari could fill in that void?
They could, but I don't think Atari wants to compete with Nintendo. I think Atari, they're either going to take the real bottom of the barrel low end, or they're going to take the higher end. They're going to try to outdo Sony and Microsoft, and that's just my opinion.
I just don't know if they have the funding for it, because since this thing is being crowdfunded, I just don't know where they're going to get the money for, like, the marketing and everything like that. Wait.
Atari is crowdfunded?
This is what I'm hearing right now. I'm hearing that the Atari box is going to be crowdfunded. I'm
going to have to check that, because I was not aware of that. From what I hear, these guys have funding. The system is being created. They're releasing items to you little by little to kind of keep that hype going until it releases. That was their PR talking about revealing this. They recently this week released some new pictures that show the back end. It's a red strip. It has the USB ports and some more ports on it. But it looks sleek. It looks like the small Atari 2. I don't know if you guys remember the Atari 2602, the slim one. I tweeted a picture out of it just shortly. But
I like the look of the thing. It does have that classic look and everything. But we don't know, like, in terms of format or whatever. Is it going to be CD based? Is it going to be Blu-ray?
It does have it does have SD slots on it. So I don't know if that's going to be their angle. We just don't know yet.
Is it going to be a console where you just download games? Is it just going to be an all-around digital console? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Kind of curious to know. But who knows, man?
Yeah.
Who knows? But another topic that I really wanted to get into. Apparently, now it just so happens that Xbox are going to partner with Real Madrid, the biggest football team in the world. Everyone knows Real Madrid. They're a household name. They got, the best player in the planet right now, Cristiano Ronaldo. CR7, big up. They're partnered with them. How they kind of, I don't know. They kind of like how they partnered with the NFL and everything. Like, it's kind of like a similar kind of thing. They're the official technology provider for the NFL. And it's pretty much the same thing with Real Madrid. They're the official technology provider. Now, I don't know what that means, if it's some kind of sponsorship. I don't know.
Well, what they did with the NFL license, pretty much all they got out of that is, you know, the to be able to sell their Surface Pro tablets. It didn't seem like they got much of the NFL out of the Xbox. Obviously, in the beginning, they thought that they were going to be able to have you to log in with your Twitter account and use all of the Connect features. And
they also got not to cut you off there, but they got that, you know, that NFL app for HoloLens.
Yeah.
So that's another thing they got out to do with NFL is that HoloLens shit. And it looks pretty good. Don't get me wrong, it looks pretty dope. But I don't know when. I don't think we're gonna see that anytime.
Yeah, if you're looking for a $3,000 HoloLens, I mean, come on, let's face it, that's dead in the water. Nobody's gonna buy that. But I just want to know, how is that relevant to us gamers? How is that them spending the money on a license to partner with Real Madrid? How is that helping us, the gamer, to get games? Obviously, you know, I think that's part of the problem. It seems like they're focused.
I do feel like this was more of a Microsoft thing than an Xbox thing.
Okay, that makes sense.
But Xbox was just put into it. You know what I'm saying? By default.
Yeah, they're just advertising it because the Xbox has a lot of reach within the community. Okay, I see that. Jet, what do you think about that?
What do I think about the HoloLens?
No, about the I guess the professional soccer team partnering, Microsoft partnering with them. Do you think that matters any when it comes to Xbox?
It can help push the Xbox brand, you know, but other than that, though, I don't think it really matters at this point. You know what I'm saying? If it's going to push, I don't think it's going to push sales or anything.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I agree with you. I think it would have been better if they would have partnered with that team and they would have had the FIFA license deal with it. But they don't even have the FIFA deal to even push the whole soccer narrative. So it's puzzling. Why would they spend money doing that? I don't know. It's typical Microsoft. But Wolf, do you have anything else to say on this subject?
Well, here's the thing, though. Since Real Madrid is the biggest football team in the world, now, because that's the real name for the sport, right? I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah.
But, however, I think it makes sense since they're the biggest in the world and they got that global reach. Like, they got fans all over. They got fans all over the world or whatever that watch Real Madrid football games and everything.
Mm-hmm.
World tours out there. They go America. They go to Asia. They go to Africa. They go to the Middle East. You know, they go all over the world, man. South America and everything.
So
everybody knows.
If Microsoft partnered with the Dallas Cowboys, which is probably the most recognizable NFL team here in the U.S., that would help.
Maybe
if they don't have a Madden deal. If they don't have a Madden deal.
Maybe in America it could. Well, maybe in Dallas, maybe, who knows? But like, I don't know about everywhere else around America. But here's the thing with Real Madrid, though, man. It is a cool thing. I think push the brand a little bit more. It'll probably get that brand recognition around the European territories and everything, like Spain, Portugal, France, Germany.
I kind of see what you're saying. I kind of see what you're saying.
So I think it will benefit them in terms of adverts and everything, advertisement, and all that kind of stuff. You probably see like the Xbox logos around the stadiums or whatever. So that's a cool thing, man. That's the first step in terms of how you market your thing.
Yeah.
How you market, because when it comes down to marketing your shit, Xbox ain't really been doing a great job. Let's just keep it real.
Well, I'll tell you what, Wolf. If they're marketing, a soccer team, and your fan base are asking for games and for deals to come through, why don't you think they're leveraging that towards gaming? Why don't you think they're taking that money?
See, here's the thing. Now, this is where I come in. I just want to say one thing as far as what you just said.
Uh-huh.
Why not games? Why do partnerships with soccer teams out there or football teams?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. I don't think Microsoft paid that much to partner with these guys. I don't think they did. I pretty much doubt they spent 50 million or 100 million to like get some kind of sponsorship deal or whatever partnering deal with these guys. I don't know. I doubt it. I don't know if it's on the same level as NFL. That remains to be seen. But it's definitely something that would help them in the long run. But I see where you come from, though. If they did, let's just say they did spend 100 million or 150 million on Real Madrid with this partnership that, you know, that includes advertisements and this and that, then that's pretty fucked up because you got, you know, let's just keep it real. In the Xbox community, it's kind of like a third world country. Everybody's just starving right now for games. Yeah.
Shots fired.
No, I ain't trying to throw shade or anything like that. We're just talking about exclusives, right? I know they get multi-class. I know they get third party or whatever. They don't have that much.
Okay.
So instead of doing this big partnership with Real Madrid, they should have gone ahead and just spend that money on IPs and everything.
That's the point. That's the point I was trying to make.
Yeah, that's
the point I was trying to make.
New box that's on the horizon. You have a new box coming real soon, so it will make money towards, you know, games.
You know what? And that is kind of, it's almost kind of like throwing dirt in the face. You know, it's kind of like, you know, you have you know, let's say.
But it just goes to show that not the Xbox, but Microsoft.
The company in general.
Yeah, the company in general. Microsoft had more faith in Real Madrid than the Xbox division. Yeah. Which is crazy.
I hate to say it, but you know, hey, it is what it is. You guys have heard it from the general, and he's all about the facts. Next, guys, we are going to talk about this big topic, and I think a lot of you guys probably want to weigh on it. It's Kingdom Hearts and the Kingdom Hearts petition. Now we've we've heard. I haven't seen any tweets, but I've heard about the tweets and some guys chattering about a guy or some fans threatening to petition to have Kingdom Hearts to be exclusive on PlayStation and not on the Xbox. My take on that
man, like, wow.
I think it's dumb. When you're the king of the castle, when you have the, you know, when you're sitting pretty fat, you're fed. There's nothing wrong with other people being, you know, having something to eat. Nobody is taking away food off your table. So let those guys eat too. It's not a big deal. You know, sometimes it's time to kind of, you know, have a say so. Like the whole Crash Bandicoot thing, that was a good debate to have, whether it should go, you know, multi-plat or not. That's a great debate. That's a great thing to argue. But Kingdom Hearts, you know, who cares? The more the merrier. You know, it's not taken away from somebody else's table. You know, it's not taken away from your table. Let's be merry. I wish this game would come on the Switch and the iPhone, if you ask me, but that's just mine.
Hey, Kratos, can I step in for a second?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yo, I don't know why anybody would be mad about that game, you know, is a multi-plat, because, I mean, come on now. You got Kingdom Hearts 1.5, which is exclusive to PlayStation brand completely, and Kingdom Hearts 2.8, which is exclusive to PlayStation. Why be mad about Kingdom Hearts 3 being a multi-plat?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, why even be upset about that? You know, because they can't even play the other Kingdom Hearts games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now keep in mind, Jay, not to cut you off, but keep in mind, just like Josu said, Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be Xbox's biggest title for 2018.
Oh yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree with that, man. It's going to be their biggest title, man.
Oh shit! Shots fired.
Yeah.
Their biggest title, bro. Microsoft is going to hype that game up on the Xbox dashboard.
Now, Wolf, do you understand the logic of I'm not even gonna say guy. I'm gonna say one guy.
Can I just like give my take on the petition, man? Like,
go ahead.
I seen the links to the petition or whatever. You know, there was obviously was a fanboy or whatever who was trying to petition, you know, to have Kingdom Hearts free away from the Xbox or whatever, keep it exclusive to PlayStation and Switch. It said on the petition, keep it on Nintendo and PlayStation and not on the Xbox. Bruh, like, what kind, you know, I don't get it. Like, does it have any bearing on you? What kind of bearing does it have on you whether this game is on another console? If more people are gonna get to fucking play it,
I think they were being funny.
I could give you. It's just being. You know, you're being a weirdo. If you're actually going out your way, you're going out your way doing a petition for a game to not come to your platform. You're a fucking weirdo. Period.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Xbox dudes, because they've done the same thing.
I'm glad you said that.
When there was speculation about Titanfall 2 coming to PlayStation, there was a petition on keeping Titanfall 2 away from PlayStation to keep it Xbox exclusive.
Fucking ridiculous.
Both sides have done fucking like this.
They boycotted, Wolf. They boycotted that game, and that's why that game did not sell well. They boycotted it.
Yeah, and that's the difference, man. Like, Sony fans are not going to boycott Kingdom Hearts, regardless of whether or not it's going to Xbox. You know, they're going to still buy the game, and you know, I could guarantee you for a fact, Kingdom Hearts 3 will probably do 6 to 7 million copies easily on the PlayStation. That's how much it will sell. Now on the Xbox, you know, I'm going to be a little bit generous. Now, since this is a Disney game, you got Toy Story, you got Buzz Lightyear, Woody. You know, you're probably going to have, you know, Mufasa, Simba, and Scar. You know, you're going to have iconic Disney characters like Aladdin or whatever.
Yeah.
Since you I'll give them the benefit of a doubt. I think it's going to do probably like 3 million copies on the Xbox One.
Okay, so check this out, Wolf. Craig said that Xbox guys, they'll buy Kingdom Hearts 3 if it had guns.
Well, no. Have you seen the trailer?
I did.
Sora was actually inside a mech. He was in a mech, and there was. Well, yeah, it's gonna do good.
Yeah. So
I think that trailer was aimed more towards the Xbox crowd than the Sony crowd, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well,
and since this is a game with Mickey Mouse and, you know, Donald Duck, and, you know, it's got iconic American characters, right? Disney is iconic, you know, as a whole, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna do good. Anything with Disney characters, it don't matter, you know. It's gonna do good on any platform. Let's just keep it real. Now, if it was Final Fantasy, we'll be having a different conversation. that didn't even reach 1 million on the Xbox. But Kingdom Hearts is gonna do good.
It's so 800,000 on the Xbox One.
Listen, shout out to Randall Thor. He did say that this game, you know, and this is a guy with a 1 million+ gamer score. He is, you know, a diehard Xbox guy. He said that this game, Kingdom Hearts 3, will not sell well on the Xbox. And his point was, just like Craig said, it does not have guns and it does not have tires.
I totally agree with that.
I completely disagree with that. The dude don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
How many copies? Okay, Wolf, how many copies on the Xbox do you think he's going to sell?
I would say it will sell 1 million. I would say it will sell 1.5 million.
I don't think
almost
that.
2 million.
I'm talking about lifetime. Lifetime?
On the Xbox. On the Xbox only. Yeah. How many will that console will sell? Yeah.
Only lifetime, maybe 3 million.
No way. No way.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm thinking maybe 200,000.
Bro, no, that's too low, bro.
It's not. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. No, seriously, I'm telling you. Look, the guys have been said when Final Fantasy and all of these games come out,
bro,
these guys. I know they're different.
Japanese.
Listen,
it's more Japanese though. That's the thing. This is American.
You're counting on grown men to buy a game because it has Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck in there. That is not going to move these guys. They did not buy Rising
Casuals. More casuals buy the Xbox than freaking hardcore.
Okay, well,
the casuals overshadow the hardcore. So I think the majority of the sales of Kingdom Hearts is going to come from the casuals. Motherfuckers you don't see on Twitter. Just because one guy on Twitter or whatever, or one guy from the Xbox community just says that it's not going to do good, doesn't mean it's not going to do good. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, let me ask you this, Wolf. Where was all these missing casuals? Where were they the last 3 years? Why didn't they show up for those games? And those were casual games. Why didn't they show up?
Already, Final Fantasy is different because that's not really an American type game with American characters or whatever. Kingdom Hearts is.
But isn't Dead Rising an American game? It has a white guy in it as a character. There's blood, there's cars, there's guns.
It's a Capcom game.
Yeah, but
it did okay. It did okay. Dead Rising.
That game sold 200,000 total. 200,000. And during the holiday season, during the holiday
Mickey Mouse, bro. Mickey Mouse is known.
Okay, well, so you're putting a lot of stake in Mickey Mouse and Daffy Duck, and I just, as an American, I just don't see it. But you may be right. We're gonna take a snapshot of this day and time, and then we'll revisit it whenever that game launches.
I said Lifetime, and remember, I did say
you did say Lifetime. You guys heard him.
Sales will be 3 million.
I think Lifetime will be more like 200,000, no more than 250. I could be wrong. Wolf could be wrong. Jet, you gonna throw your numbers in there? You said 1 million.
I said 1.5 million.
Okay, he's in the middle. So I got the bottom, Jet got the middle, and Wolf got the top of what Kingdom Hearts is gonna do.
You know that a lot of people, since the 360, a lot of Xbox people since the 360 wanted Kingdom Hearts. So since they gained this third one, that thirst has been real for Kingdom Hearts. That's why I think it's going to do well, man.
But see, here's
now
the thing.
It's not going to do PlayStation numbers. Now PlayStation, like I said, it probably do 6 to 7 million easily.
Yeah,
I'm
putting stake in the historical numbers of just random games. It doesn't have to be a Japanese game. It doesn't have to have cards. I'm just the trend. That's why I'm using my basis for the trends. Games like Halo, Gears, and Forza, they tend to sell between the 3 and 4 million range. Everything else tends to trickle on the 1 million or sub 1 million range for the bulk of the games. That's why I'm using my logic from that.
But multi-plats do good on the Xbox. They do decent. Call of Duties do good. Battlefields do good.
But what did we already establish? We already established shooters and racers.
And then like other third-party games out there, they do decent.
Again, shooters and racers. That's why Craig said,
sports games. Like,
I gotta throw something out there. The Witcher almost sold 2 million on Xbox One. The Witcher 3.
The Witcher 3. Okay. How many copies did it sell on PlayStation? Can somebody pull that up in the chat section? Or
probably 4 to 5.
I would say 4 or 5 million.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
but it's still one difference though. What I'm trying to say, it's gonna do 3 on the Xbox. It's gonna do 6 or 7 on the PlayStation. That's still right there.
See, I just don't see. Now I get the appeal. Obviously, I'm gonna get it. Obviously, I've gotten all the freaking Disney games back from the Sega Genesis all the way forward. But the problem is I'm looking at the fan base, and I'm not just talking about the guys on YouTube and Twitter, but I'm looking at just the fact that there's kind of stagnant around the 20-something million mark, and then the games that have been released for even the multiplats haven't just set the world on fire. So this is a new game for them. I just don't know. I don't think it'll be well received. I know some guys will buy it, Wolf. I'm not gonna lie. I know some guys will buy it. I just don't think that's anywhere near the majority or even half the people.
Well, when Final Fantasy 13, when Final Fantasy made its debut on Xbox, it sold 2.5 million.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that was his first appearance on the Xbox.
Okay.
So I think Kingdom Hearts is going to do even better.
But Wolf, that was back in the Xbox 360 era. That was a whole different era. That era was when guys actually.
But it made its first appearance on that console.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say. The point I'm trying to make, it made its first appearance on that console.
Yeah.
Bought it. Obviously, they didn't buy it as much as like how people did.
I'm gonna tell you why, Wolf. Because guess what? Where were you last gen? You had most people last gen were on Xbox. They either had both consoles or the majority were on Xbox. So you were that guy that bought that game on there first. I was that guy that bought that game first on there. Jet was that guy. So, but guess what? We're no longer that guy. We're no longer on that side. We're no longer on that because they don't have those games. So guess what? The people have moved. They have moved. They have left. They moved on. So that's why, I still think that I know the game is going to do great. I know it's going to break records. I personally think it's going to outsell
Quantum Break,
Final Fantasy 15. I do think that it's going to do that, and I think personally by a lot. I just don't think the bulk. I just don't see that game doing close to 1 million. But we're gonna find out once that game get ready to come out. So you're at the top. I'm at the bottom. Jet's in the middle on our predictions on that. So
definitely, man.
Okay.
One thing. Another topic. Before we get to the final topic, since we're talking about the Xbox and everything, now I really believe. Do you believe? This is my question to you. Do you believe that the Xbox division, they need to hire new blood over there, like diverse blood? Or do you think, Larry Herb or Major Nelson? Do you think he needs to go? His time is up. Because I really feel that way. Because, come on, dude. Like, I don't like seeing like a middle-aged dude, right? With gray fucking hair on my fucking back. No disrespect to like middle-aged people, but I'm just saying, like, I don't even know if he's not even middle-aged. He's probably like 50. He's pushing past 50. Do you want to see like a 50-year-old dude on your dashboard all the fucking time? You know what I'm saying?
They need to hire like a hot chick or something. You know what I'm saying? That would be nice.
You need to hire some hot chick.
Wolf and I have already told those guys at Microsoft to go hire Aisha Tyler from Ubisoft. She's young. She's hip. She's sexy. She games.
She's charismatic and everything.
Exactly. She knows how to communicate. I just don't think these old guys can. I hate to say it, and I'm just gonna put it out there. When I see these guys, I think of old farts. I think of fucking Donald. I think of like Donald Trump, his crowd, or just some guy that's just out of touch. Like, just like, I don't know. I just think of like my dad or my granddad. Like they're not cool in gaming, and I think that's the problem. I think Microsoft needs to create an image makeover, just like Wolf said. They need an image makeover for the Xbox.
Yeah, they need to make it more. Cool. They need to make it sexy. You know what I'm saying? They need to bring that appeal. And having somebody like Aisha Tyler from Ubisoft, that would be a great step. A step in the right direction.
Yeah.
A lot of people can relate to her. You know what I'm saying? She's more relatable. I cannot really relate to somebody like Larry Herb. Yeah. A 50-year-old freaking dude who's antisocial. The dude don't even talk to anybody on Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
50-year-old virgin.
Hey guys, hey, check this out. We have some people that's giving great ideas. Neverland said hire that chick off of IGN. We got VidK 1DD96. He said get Ashley Jenkins from The Know. Craig said.
Get Justine or somebody.
Craig said, "Get that girl that's in Star Wars Battlefront 2."
Oh my God, she was so damn hot, yo! My God,
these are some great ideas.
Are you talking about that chick that was in the EA press conference?
Yeah,
who wore that dress?
Yes.
Oh, yo, they need to hire this chick, bro. I'm telling you.
Like Craig said, we're tired of looking at the get off my lawn guys. We don't want the old man that's out there getting his paper in his robe every morning, with his coffee in his hand. We're tired of seeing that on our dashboard. We need something more appealing, something younger. Microsoft, the Xbox.
And yo, I don't want to see no Debbie from the copy machine. I want to see someone hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you know, and here's the whole take from this, guys. It's not even about that we're looking for women to be there. It's the fact that the Xbox executive team, the marketing team, and everything about that company is old. It's nothing but a bunch of old guys. They need to fire everybody from the top. Sorry, Phil Spencer. This is ageism at its max, at its best.
You know who they need to hire, man? And I don't keep it a buck with you guys. They need to hire Suge Knight, bro.
You know what? they can hire Suge Knight to come and run all those executives off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But after that, you know, I don't know. But you know what? With that being said, when you look at Sony's side, I'm glad I don't see Yoshida and Sean Layden and all those guys every day, all day. They kind of let their studios, you know, kind of do their own thing when it comes to advertising and putting the little fillers out there and keeping you guys up to date. You don't see Yoshida all the time with microchips in his mouth and Sean Layden, you know, on your dashboard.
We always know, but we on PlayStation Access, we got this girl in there. I forgot her name. Yes. But we have women on PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they need that on the Xbox, like for real. Like
we need to get that chick from NBA 2K. The chick that plays the basketball that's always doing the little things. We need to get her.
There's a lot of them out there that you can possibly hire, and it'll make the brand look more appealing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More diverse.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely get some brothers in there too. Now you got to get some brothers in there. I don't think Terry Crews was a big shocker to me seeing him at E3. But you know.
But yeah, even hire Terry Crews for some things, man. Like you could do.
That's why I didn't understand. They hired him to do that advertisement for Crackdown 3.
And have his face in the game, and that was it.
But they didn't leverage. He's a cool guy. He's a guy that can relate to a lot of the younger crowd because he's in the movies, he's in the shows and stuff. Leverage this guy as much as possible. I think Microsoft wastes most of their opportunities. They waste it. They just don't know the value of what they have, just like they did with the guy from BioWare. But that just shows you what that company and what that division has become.
Yo, fuck that, Craig, man. They should hire me or Kratos, man. We'll turn that division around, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll bring those bangers,
Look,
bro.
I hate to say it. I'm going to be honest. They don't want to hire me because I will gut that. I would be the only employee there after day one. That would just be me. I would just fire everybody. I said, look, you guys had 4 years to turn this shit around. Sorry. That's it. I'm hiring all new people. I'm going poaching people from Sony. I'm poaching people from Nintendo. I'm poaching, I'm having my fillers in on the Atari, seeing what ideas they have, what they're coming up with. And number one, the only thing I'm going to focus on, guys, is games.
The only people I would want in my team at that division will be dudes that could close a fucking deal. Now, so I would have took somebody like Adam Boyes. He was a free agent at one point. He left Sony, and he was a free agent. Now, I would have hired somebody like Adam Boyes. Like, he has great relationships with, a lot of developers and publishers over there in Japan. So, obviously, there's good communication with him and a lot of those people over there. So,
yeah,
I would have hired Adam Boyes. He knows how to get a deal done. You know?
Hey, DR Vayner, great idea. They said that they should hire One Stop for gamers. He'll make Xbox.
Oh, hell yeah, man. One Stop, I'll trust him. Yeah, I'll trust him, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
The face of Xbox. I'll definitely trust him, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, man. He'll definitely make niggas run away, bro. For real. You know what I'm saying?
I would hire people who are really passionate about gaming.
Yeah.
Not dudes that go ice skating or skiing on fucking Twitter or whatever. They put pictures out there. Mm-hmm. I'm here, I'm there,
Yeah.
None of that shit, People who Twitter, like Yoshida, he's hardly ever on Twitter, right? Because he's
doing deals.
He's doing things behind the scenes. That's the sort of thing that you need. Like, you don't want people on Twitter 24/7 tweeting fans saying, "Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
And then pretending to be their friend when you're really not. You need real motherfuckers there, man.
We don't need executives. We don't need executives on social media trying to compensate for not having games, because that's all it is. Well, maybe if we go out and talk to these guys and say hey and be in some podcasts, they can forget about the fact that they don't have any games coming. How about that, guys? How about that? Well, that subject will wrap up and we will hit our final subject. This is a big juicy topic. I know we're gonna have a lot to say about this because come midnight, it's gonna be on. Woof. Right now, we're gonna talk about this whole Switch party chat debacle.
It's fucking garbage, bro. It is absolute fucking trash, man. How could you have a console with all this horsepower in there, right? You got 4 gigs of RAM. You got
I didn't know it had horsepower, man. Didn't know it had it.
Well, yeah, you got a decent CPU for a handheld. You got a decent GPU. It's over a teraflop, right?
Yeah.
How the hell could something like that not even have party chat by default? It should be there by default. You got a PlayStation Vita, right, which I have right next to me right now, with lower specs. Like at least five times more. I think 5-6 times more powerful than the Vita, right?
Yeah.
The Vita only has 512 megabytes of RAM. That's all it has, the Vita.
Yeah.
But it can pull off party chat, dude.
Yeah.
The PlayStation 4 guys, as well as PlayStation Vita guys.
Well, why do you think they don't have it? Why?
I can send messages on my Vita. I can send messages.
But
I
we
can
know
do party chats.
We
on
know
the Switch. You can't even send messages. You can't even do the basic shit.
But we know what it doesn't do. We need you to tell us, the general of PlayStation, why did Nintendo do this?
They just want to make you do the runaround. You know what I mean? That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make you. Why the hell should you use something that you use every day in your personal life? Your cell phone. Use that.
Yeah.
And have it connected to your fucking Switch so you could party chat with your friends. And do you know one more thing? I just found about this. But in order for you to talk to your friends, you have to be playing the same game. Now, on PlayStation and Xbox, right? You don't have to play the same game. You could jump in a party and just talk, right?
Yeah.
We could play different games. We could chill out or whatever and have a party, right?
Yeah.
On the Switch, that's not the case. You have to be playing the same game.
Yeah.
And it'll have it on the back of the box or whatever. Apparently, it will show what is compatible with the app. So there's only going to be like there's going to be selective games out there.
Well, the games that support the party chat, they will, but
the app,
some games won't.
The games that support the on the case or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think any single player games will support party chat because guess what? It's a single player game. So,
but sometimes I play a single player game, but I want to be in a party talking to my friends while I'm grinding.
Yeah, we do it all the time. Yeah, we do it all the time, Wolf. We Jet, what do you have to say about that, man? What's going on at Nintendo? Why do you think they're doing it?
I don't know, man. I just don't think they had the engineers, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Well, Wolf already said it's not the physical capability. The machine is a beast for a handheld, so it's not those limitations.
It's the engineers.
Well, I'm engineers, bro. Because I mean, come on now, bro. I mean, we had party chat since Xbox Live, bro. Since the OG Xbox, man. I mean, the party chat went up to 100 members. You know what I'm saying? You remember when you know when you in the main menu, you could go up to 100 people. You know, and like Nintendo can't do one simple thing. I just think it's crazy.
Yeah, you're not really on par with what's been going down 15, 16 years ago on the OG Xbox. You ain't even on par with that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you need to have the best possible quality in party chat. That don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? As long as you could hear each other, you could communicate, that's all that matters. But you can't even get the basic shit right. Yeah. Do I need to go out my way, buying this, buying that, connecting this wire to that wire and that wire to... I feel like I'm in the fucking Matrix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely,
like, what the fuck?
Definitely. You know, and this party chat been around since fucking 2000. Not to, 2002. My bad. Yeah, it's been around
And
for years.
if you're defending that, you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, man.
Period.
Well, let me tell you what a friend of mine told me today about that whole debacle. When I saw those wires and everything, I shook my head and I said, man, it's always Nintendo putting one foot. You know, it's like they take one step forward and 10 steps back. It's like, I just don't understand that. They got the games, they got the system, and then they do some dumb shit like this. Well, I'm gonna tell you what he says. Okay. You do know over in Japan, they sell vending, and they have vending machines with used panties in them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They need to have control, or they need to take themselves away from liability. So if the Switch had built-in app chat communication built into it, if they had an app that allow you to do it inside of it, the liability would be on them to monitor all of that to make sure no kids have predators jumping in their chats, because obviously Nintendo is a young kids based product. That's the market.
But then if
wait,
that's the case,
let me finish. So what they did to make sure that they didn't have the responsibility and the liability with lawsuits from predators and stuff like that, they said, okay, well, we'll make it where you have to use a phone. So if you use a phone as a chat device to communicate and stuff like that, then it's the parents that's at stake, because they bought the Apple iPhone or the Android phone that allow them to download an app and then allow a person to to talk to a child and do all that crazy stuff from there. So it's not on their device, so they don't have to worry about that. This is what was told to me by a friend. I think it's dumb, but at the same time, what do you guys think? It's awful.
But here's where I'm coming. First of all, right? I see a lot of fucking kids out there in today's day and age having a fucking iPhone.
Yes.
So even like restricting all that shit because of the whole child protection thing, it's a load of bullshit. If you were like, I'm telling you, if you were really mindful about all that shit, then you wouldn't do cross-play with the Xbox One.
Yeah,
exactly.
You got grown men on that fucking console playing Minecraft and shit.
Yeah.
So if you're really protective and you want to do, there's no salvaging this bullshit, bro. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah.
Nintendo, they don't have the right. They need to hire the right people. You know, because it's not really working for them. They need server farms out there, because you know soon they're going to be selling more and more Switches out there worldwide. You know, soon by the end of the year, I could see this thing hitting maybe 12, 15 million easily. It's doing real good so far. So eventually they're going to get more third-party support, hopefully. You know, I'm not saying it's 100%, but soon you're going to see more games that have multiplayer. So the more games you have in multiplayer, you're going to need more servers.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But yeah, you can have third-party and their servers or whatever with your console, but they need to get some of the basic shit right with, party chat. You need to be able to send your messages. Why don't you just put this app why don't you put it on the eShop instead? Why can't I download this Nintendo Switch party chat app on my Switch? It just makes more sense.
I get it. You get it.
And if you want to download it, you need to put all your details, your credit card details. Like, Nintendo should make everybody do all, make you go through these procedures before you download this app. So not just anybody could just download the app. You need to give your details and everything. Your credit card.
Once they do that, then they are held liable for all of that, and I just don't know if Nintendo even wants that responsibility. The whole setup thing is dumb to me. I get it. It's dumb. There's really no excuse. I just don't see how this can can be such a big epic failure.
This is worse than PlayStation VR, man. It's a lot worse. That setup looked freaking stupid.
Yeah.
On dock, right? Could I put it on dock, have it connected to my TV, and still have everything connected for party chat? Or does it have to be undocked? That's my question.
What has to be docked?
Does it have to be docked for me to do all of this shit? Or can it be undocked?
No, it's just okay. It's one cable, right? It's a splitter with a splitter. So one go to your phone and the other one go to the box that goes.
No. But the question is, like, it can be docked and it can be undocked, and I can still use it, right? Same way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a hassle. Really, what it is you got to use your phone and you got to have these damn cables. It's just they should have just made it where you plug your headphones into the headphone jack on the switch and just walk around. Another thing Reggie Fils-Aimé tried to say was, well, we want to make sure that people are able to play their games and chat on the go and not just being tied to their Wi-Fi.
That's bullshit.
You know? So you would be able to chat, you obviously using your phone when you're away from the Wi-Fi. So, but that's what he said. I don't know.
I see. This is me personally, right? I don't want my phone have anything to do with what I do in video games, right? I have the PlayStation app on my phone, so if I get messages or whatever, I'll know. But I don't do nothing else with it. You know, I wouldn't want to party chat on it or whatever. I wouldn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
And even that, I think, for me, it's really pointless.
Yeah.
But for you to, I don't know, for you to have an app and you must have this app if you want to party chat, that's crazy to me, man. I'm sure Nintendo, they're gonna take the feedback. And by the way, on the app, there is a feedback page where you can send your feedback. So if I were you, I'll send Nintendo that feedback. I already did, by the way. I sent that feedback already.
You know the feedback I sent them? The feedback I sent
what did you send?
Was one question. What's this bullshit? That was it. I want them to know that what are you trying to accomplish with this? You're making my life crazy by having this. Look, man, just create an app on the thing. We know apps are going to come. We know Netflix is going to come. We know the web browser is going to come at the end of the year. They've already said that. If you have the web browser, well, I mean, you're not stopping anything else. You can still browse porn on the thing. So I just don't get why Nintendo's doing this. Sure, this is their first time trying to do, the whole online thing and they're very new at this, but that's still no excuse. You either do it right or you go home. I would rather them to not do it at all than to come up with this debacle. But hey, at midnight, that Splatoon coming out, I'm gonna be crying while I'm playing it, thinking about it. But it is what it is. Like I said, with this whole debacle going down with this whole thing, there's still gonna be millions and millions of people buying that game and downloading that app, and that's just the facts of it.
Well, let's see how it turns out, man. It probably, I don't know, man. People probably get disconnected all the time, man, because the servers may not even be that good or stable, for that matter. But one more thing.
If the Mario Kart servers have been okay, then I assume Splatoon is going to be okay. So I don't know, but we'll see.
You're not going to get the whole world playing Mario Kart, though, man. You're going to get more people playing Splatoon on multiplayer. A lot of people play Mario Kart on single player mostly.
I don't think so, man. That's Mario Kart. I'm always playing with Fox, Arsenal, and all of these, all these other guys, that's with the Mario Kart. So it's like 8 players playing, screen at a time, having fun. The only downside is, again, we can't chat with each other. That's the sucky part. Well, now we got an app that, the apps are starting to come that allow that, then it's going to make it more immersive. We'll be able to talk crap to each other while we're doing it. And that's, I can see, this is the first couple of months of the Switch life. I can see by the time when they're ready to actually charge us at the end of the year or first thing next year, when they're ready to charge us money for online, I think they're going to have it together, because right now it says beta. It says beta, so obviously
that's the slap on the face. They're charging you for this bullshit, man.
No, Wolf, they're not charging us anything. They're not charging us anything. Though.
No, right now they're not, but that's what they're planning on doing, right? They're making it perfectly clear.
Once it's out of beta stage, once they get this shit
garbage,
fixed,
they're planning to charge you for this garbage, bro.
Here's the thing. Okay,
that's where a lot of people have to talk about it, and they got to put.
We have to take a wait and see approach. Okay, right now it's in beta. Right now we don't know what this thing is going to ultimately be. We don't know if this is, hey, this is just while we're in beta, we're doing this thing, we're testing something out, we're doing this. We just don't know. From what I hear, there's multiple apps. So I don't know. We just don't know. I don't know. You know, I can't tell you. I can't tell you yes or no. I do know if this is the final thing and I have to do that in the final.
Look, you're better
I'm not
off
going to
just,
play the
you're better off just using Skype. You know, Skype your friends.
Yeah.
Put the phone. You don't need no fucking splitter or whatever. You don't need to put wires here and there and connect it to your Switch or whatever.
That's true.
Just use Skype on your phone and call it a fucking day. That's
true.
what I was say. You don't need all this other shit to complicate people, because it's really like, you know, it'll confuse a lot of people, man. Like, to party chat, you need to do A, B, C, and D. You don't need that, man.
Yeah.
Just use Skype and call it a day.
Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have faith that they'll get their shit together and go ahead and put the app on it where we don't have to do all this crazy nonsense. So let's see how that works out, man. I think it's a big L for them. Nintendo, you gotta take that L and you gotta hold it high, and hopefully you can change it. You know, you got a great console, you got something to work with.
Well, here's the thing. Do you know what I did? As soon as I downloaded it, I actually deleted the app. I don't want nothing to do with it. I ain't fucking with it, bro.
Yeah.
I deleted the app and that was it, man. So until they get it right, I ain't messing with it like that. Okay,
man. Well, man,
by the way, one more thing. You know, shout out to Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age, #1 in the UK charts. Another PlayStation 4 exclusive, #1. Last week it was Crash Bandicoot. This week is Final Fantasy. Man, I'm telling you, like, all these PlayStation 4 bangers, they're hitting #1 all the time, man. One after the other. What do you have to say about that, man?
Well, it's nothing that we haven't been experiencing the last couple of years, so it's nothing new to me. Again, I'm drowning in games over here. Credit cards on max. Damn you, Sony! Slow it down. And then now, we got Uncharted coming. We got I don't know, man. Some of these games are just passing me by. I hate to say it, and sometimes I just buy games and let them sit there until I finally get around to doing it. Obviously, more games, the better. Obviously, you can tell by the NPDs. You can see that it's a fact that you bring the games, people will come. What do you have to say about that, Jet?
Jet's not here, I don't think.
Oh, okay. Well, we lost Jet. Well, you know what? That's what we have, man. Gamers ask for games. That's what we ask for. You give people games, we will buy. You don't give us games.
That's proof yet again, man. When you bring out the bangers, people go out and buy them, man. And same thing goes with Final Fantasy 12, Zodiac Age.
Yeah.
I'm glad that game is doing good. Okay. Next week, we don't know where it's going to be, but it'll be great to see that show up on the MPDs for next month, because I know this game dropped around, I think it was July. It was around my birthday time, I believe. So that's when the game came out.
Okay.
I'm glad to see it's doing good. JRPGs are doing great, and that's what matters to me, man.
This was the year of RPGs making a comeback. JRPGs making a comeback.
Well, according to a group of people from another community, JRPGs, they're irrelevant, man. No one wants them.
But this is the same group that said exclusives don't matter, right?
Then you might as well say gaming don't matter at that point, because you're fucking retarded.
Well,
let's wrap it up right here, man, before you go in on them.
Well, this is the year of the services versus games. This has been the year of 2017. I think we'll wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and rocking out with us as usual. Hit that like, that subscribe, hit that bell. We will be back. We're going to try to do something special maybe this weekend. We're going to do the whole debate, the Sonic versus Mario. We're gonna keep it fun. Obviously it's gonna be me versus Wolf. So if you guys seen our last debate, the GT's Gran Turismo versus Forza series. You guys might need to go and check that out. We got some great response from that, and so every now and then we're gonna throw these debates out there because again, we're boys and we play the bangers, and we also have opposing views sometimes. Sometimes he sees something different and I see it differently, and we'll put those views together and give it to the people and let them decide. I think last time we had Wolf, you won the last debate, man. Last time I remember, you won that last debate.
No, this is what happened, right? On YouTube, on comment sections, according to that, you won. But according to the poll that you put out on Twitter, I won that.
Okay. So that's a tie. We'll use that as a tie.
It was more of a stalemate.
Yeah, stalemate. Okay, well, the next is Mario versus Sonic, and that is gonna be a banger because you can't go wrong with either. But you got the hard-working plumber versus the guy that knows how to run fast. So thank you guys for rocking out with us. Always, check us out on the Greatness Podcast. You can always check me out, Kratos, the God of PlayStation. I'll host the Kratos channel with Kratos Presents, Kratos Underground Presents. You can catch Wolf on the Supersonic Wolf channel. Thank you guys for coming out, and we will see you soon. Make sure you follow us on Twitter.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
On Twitter. Twitter is the place to follow.
Follow Kratos at JDub City 16, I believe. Is it 16?
Definitely, yes.
JDub City 16 at JDub City 16, and you can follow me at Supersonic Wolf. Now, when you spell Wolf, it's with a 0, not an O. And yeah, man, give shout out to the PlayStation Nation once again. Shout out to everybody on the live chat.
Definitely.
So it's lively down
Craig,
there.
shout out to Craig. Shout out to DR Vayner. All you guys in the chat. Everybody that support us and and rock out with us. Thank you guys for coming. And we are out.
Push that red button.
Wolf, you want to go ahead and do your infamous outage?
Oh.